Why some people become addicted to peace. The psychology of choosing calm after chaos. There's a certain type of person who confuses everyone around them. They cancel plans, they ignore calls, they say maybe next time a little too often, and people start thinking, are they rude? Are they lazy? Do they not care anymore? But the truth is far deeper. They're not avoiding life. They're recovering from it. And psychology has a name for this hidden pattern: peace-seeking behavior. In many cases, it's not a personality choice. It's a nervous system response. As Carl Jung once warned, the foundation of all mental illness is the unwillingness to experience legitimate suffering. But modern psychology adds something more important. When suffering becomes constant, the mind stops fighting it and starts escaping into calm. 1. Your brain was not designed for constant stress. Your body runs on two systems. One for survival, one for recovery. But here's the problem. Some people stay stuck in survival mode for too long. Stress from work, stress from relationships, stress from noise, stress from life itself. And slowly, something changes. Even small things start feeling too loud, too heavy, too much. Neuroscientist Dr. Bruce Perry explains it clearly. The more severe the stressor, the more likely the brain will reorganize itself to adapt to it. And that adaptation has a cost. The brain starts craving one thing: silence, not because it's a preference, but because it finally feels safe. 2. Why normal life starts feeling overwhelming for some people. The world doesn't feel exciting. It feels draining. Crowds, noise, small talk, unexpected plans, even fun starts feeling like work. So what do? They retreat. Not to escape people, but to reset themselves. Psychology calls this homeostasis, seeking the brain's natural attempt to return to emotional balance. And when life is too chaotic for too long, balance starts to feel like peace. And peace starts to feel like oxygen. 3. Why silence feels better than excitement. Here's something most people don't realize. The brain doesn't just enjoy peace, it rewards it. When you finally sit in silence after stress, your brain lowers cortisol, stabilizes dopamine, restores mental clarity, reduces emotional overload. That's why some people don't just like staying home, they feel physically better in it. It's not laziness, it's recovery. 4. Emotional burnout changes everything. Burnout doesn't happen suddenly. It builds slowly. Until one day, even simple interactions feel exhausting. Psychologist Herbert Freudenberger defined burnout as the extinction of motivation or incentive. And when motivation fades, so does the desire to engage with the world. That's when people start choosing quiet over chaos, solitude over socializing, stillness over stimulation. Because peace is no longer a luxury, it becomes protection. 5. Real life case. Maya, the woman who chose silence over success. Maya was a high-performing corporate manager. Meetings, deadlines, pressure, constant communication. From the outside, she was successful, but inside, she was slowly breaking. She started noticing small changes. She hated phone calls. She felt drained after conversations. She cancelled plans more often until one day she made a decision that surprised everyone. She took a break and moved to a quiet place in the countryside. At first, people thought she was running away. But something unexpected happened. She didn't feel lonely. She felt relief. And she described it in one sentence: for the first time, my mind stopped screaming. That's the hidden truth about peace-seeking people. They're not escaping life. They're escaping overload. 6. Why society misunderstands them. Let's be honest. Society loves energy. Loud people, busy schedules, constant productivity. So when someone chooses silence, they get labeled boring, lazy, antisocial, unambitious, but psychology tells a different story. Many peace-seeking individuals are highly sensitive, deeply reflective, emotionally aware, mentally observant. Psychologist Elaine Aron explains, sensitivity is not a flaw. It is deeper processing of information. In other words, they don't feel less, they feel more. That's why they need less noise. 7. When peace becomes identity over time, something interesting happens. The brain begins to associate peace, suck safety noise, suck danger solitude, suck clarity crowds, suck exhaustion, and slowly peace stops being something you visit. It becomes something you live in. But here's the important balance. Peace should be a choice, not a prison. Because there's a thin line between healing and hiding. Final thoughts. So if you know someone who cancels plans, often prefers staying home, avoids unnecessary social energy, seems too quiet, don't assume they're broken. They might just be recovering from a world that never slowed down for them. As Seneca once said, true happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. And for some people, that happiness isn't found outside. It's found in silence, in stillness, in peace. Not as escape, but as survival. This is my content.